This is the Vive 3-wheel mobility scooter. My honest first impression is how small and approachable it feels for a powered scooter. The footprint is compact, the tiller is simple, and the seat looks like something I actually want to sit on for a while. The controls are basic in the best way. A key switch, a speed dial so I can cap my top speed, an easy forward reverse lever, a horn, and a headlight switch. If you're new to mobility scooters, that's pretty much all you need to get rolling without feeling overwhelmed. Key features that matter in real life stand out right away. The 3-wheel design gives it a tight 2.6-foot turning radius, which lets me swing through doorways and make U-turns in hallways that would stall a 4-wheel scooter. The seat is 17 inches wide, lightly padded, covered in easy-to-clean vinyl, and it swivels. The swivel plus flip-up armrests is a big accessibility combo because I can sit from the side and rotate into position instead of twisting my back. The basket on the tiller is sturdy enough for a water bottle and a small grocery run. And the tires are flat-free and non-marking, so they won't scuff floors. From my experience, maneuvering indoors is where this scooter shines. I can drift around a kitchen island, slip through tight retail aisles, and park at a table without doing a 12-point turn. The speed tops out around 3.7 miles per hour, which is brisk walking pace. I keep the dial turned down indoors so the throttle responds gently, then open it up out on smooth pavement. Stability feels fine on flat surfaces, but I'm careful when I cut tight corners at speed because a 3-wheel layout can feel a bit tippier than a 4-wheel on a sharp turn. Portability is the other big reason I went with this model. It breaks down tool-free into a few chunks I can manage: seat off, battery out, front and rear sections separated, tiller folded. The heaviest piece is about 29 pounds, which I can lift into a trunk without contorting. In my opinion, the off-board charger is the unsung hero. I leave the frame in the car or garage and carry only the battery inside to charge. That's how a travel scooter should work day to day. The spec sheet lists the product at about 38 by 20 by 20 inches and around the 80-pound mark assembled. But the important part is, I don't have to lift it all at once. Range is listed at up to 12.4 miles with the two 12Ah sealed lead-acid batteries. Real life is different for everyone, but with my setup and mixed indoor-outdoor use on smooth surfaces, I've seen several miles per charge without anxiety. I did follow the battery conditioning tip: long initial charge, then a few full use and charge cycles to get them to peak performance. I also learned not to let the batteries sit empty. If I ride, I charge that night. Now the honest downside. Ground clearance is 2 inches. That is the scooter's hard limit. It's fine on flat tile, carpet, and smooth concrete, but it's not built for grass, gravel, or lumpy sidewalks. I've high-centered on a tree root hump and felt the frame scrape. It won't hop a standard 2-inch doorstep. Inclines are rated 6 to 9 degrees. Gentle ADA ramps are okay. Steep driveways are not. If your daily route includes rough sidewalks, lawn crossings, or curb cuts with potholes, you'll fight this scooter and you'll get frustrated. I've tried short grass. It moves, but the wheels spin and the ride becomes jittery fast. On gravel, I just don't bother. Comfort has been better than I expected. The seat height adjusts enough to match how I like my knees and hips aligned, and the swivel makes getting on and off simple. I deal with back pain, and not having to twist to climb aboard is a big deal for me. The ride itself is smooth on clean surfaces, and the flat-free tires remove the "what if I puncture" worry. The headlight is bright enough to be seen and to light a short path in dim hallways or evening parking lots. Daily use has taught me a few habits. I set the speed dial to keep things predictable indoors. I brake with the throttle release rather than yanking the lever. And I watch for uneven slabs that can catch the low belly. When I reach a raised threshold, I slow down and approach square on. When I disassemble it for the car, I always turn the key off, fold the tiller, and lift with my legs, not my back. It takes me about a minute or two now. That routine became second nature after a couple of trips. Durability-wise, I treat it like a travel tool, not a heavy-duty daily driver. When I pushed it hard outdoors day after day, I noticed the batteries felt weaker sooner than I'd like. That's typical for small sealed, lead-acid packs under frequent, long outdoor loads. Replacement packs are easy to find, but I've found it's best to match the scooter to the job. Mall runs, appointments, cruising a smooth boardwalk, or navigating a cruise ship, yes. Rough neighborhood loops with broken pavement, no. It's perfect for anyone who needs independence at the destination and has a car to get there. I've taken it to the grocery store, medical visits, and a big box store, and it made those places feel accessible again. I've also used it in a crowded indoor event and appreciated the quiet motor, the gentle throttle, and the tiny turning circle. I'd recommend this for folks who value portability and indoor maneuverability over all-terrain capability. If you live with uneven sidewalks or plan to roll across grass and gravel a lot, I'd steer you to a different scooter with more ground clearance and 4 wheels. A couple of quick specs the listing highlights. It's made by Vive, first available in 2019, and it sits high on the Powered Mobility Scooters chart, with thousands of reviews averaging around 4.3 stars. Those numbers line up with my experience. Lots of happy owners who use it as intended, and some frustrated ones who expected it to handle rougher terrain. In my opinion, the central trade-off is crystal clear. The designers kept the pieces light and the frame compact, so I can lift it and store it easily. That choice also sets the 2-inch clearance. If you accept that, this scooter is excellent at what it's built to do. If you try to force it into outdoor bumpy territory, you'll find the limit quickly. In conclusion, the Vive 3-wheel mobility scooter nails portability, simple controls, and indoor navigation. From my experience, respect the ground clearance, keep to smooth surfaces, charge regularly, and it will deliver reliable independence without fuss. If your lifestyle matches that car-to-destination routine, it's a smart buy. If not, look at a 4-wheel model with higher clearance and be ready for heavier parts and a wider turning circle. I will leave all the information about the Vive 3-wheel mobility scooter in the comments. I hope to see you again in the following videos.